enthusiastically to plant trees. And we did that. And I can tell you, if you go through the street of Abuja, these trees have grown and blossomed and helping the city to cushion the effect of global warming.
Interesting. If I may ask, the 1 million trees that you planted in a particular year was in what year?
That was in 2007. Thereabout.
Okay.
Yes.
Since after that date, how many more trees have we planted deliberately?
This is a deliberate plan of every year, not even every year and every day. Every year there's tree planting campaign. I can tell you, 2000 and last year, the authority, the FCTA authority, mandated us to plant trees all over. The various ministers that have passed through, we are passionate about it. And last year, we have a new director posted to our department, like you have mentioned, and is an astute environmentalist. Immediately he entered. That was the week we are planning the tree planting exercise. And he took up from there, and we were able to mobilize and plant 3 districts, different districts: Guzape district, Katampe extension district, and Wuye district. We planted about 20,000 trees down on ground. We collaborated. We didn't do that. The department didn't do it alone. We collaborated with so many institutions, women in oil and gas, and all that. So many institutions came, and we did that, and it was successful. As NAPA, this is the people we call the Plant Nursery Association and all that. Very important organization that assists us, and we collaborate every year to plant trees. Last year we did that, and we are still maintaining all those trees, even to today, because you have to water them. You have to do a receptacle to hold the water. You have to mulch them. You have to nurture them. You have to add fertilizer to them to help them grow. We did that. We did every year by year. Even this year, just yesterday, we collaborated with Irish Republic to plant trees along the city gate. And it was a huge event that even our big Oga, the SSA, to the minister, Honorable Dr. Falaba Fasha, was around. And His Excellency, the Ambassador of Irish, were also available to do. So it's our everyday work.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. Now let me remind you that this program is sponsored by the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners, FCT chapter. Our office is located in Michael Okpara Road, Wuse Zone 5, Abuja. And we have a WhatsApp telephone number that you can drop your questions to, so that we can answer them in subsequent programs. And the WhatsApp number is 0903 696 2942. I repeat, 0903 696 2942. When we come again after the time out, we shall be going to the challenges of creating green cities in Abuja.
Do you want to know how to get the correct approval or documents for your land and property? Do you need the right information on how you can prevent your building from being demolished? Then tune in to Town Planning Program on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja every Thursday by 5 p.m.
Hello, property owners in Abuja. Do you know where your land is located? Do you wish to recertify it or acquire a C of O? Do you wish to write site reports for your plots? Are you sure of the specific use of your land? If so, what do you want to build? Hope you have gotten an approval to build and you are not blocking any public facilities like access road, drainages, or encroaching into other plots, as building without approval is illegal and punishable by demolition.
A town planner can help you secure your land and property development according to Abuja Master Plan and other legislations.
Oh yes! Hurry! Call a town planner today to avert future problems. For more information, please locate us at plot 2047 Michael Okpara Way, Wuse Zone 5, Abuja. This message is brought to you by Nigerian Institute of Town Planners FCT chapter. We are the dream.
Welcome back, listener. We are going to another part of the challenge of creating green cities in Abuja. And my specific question is, how do we create green cities in Abuja? What are the peculiar challenges related to creating a green city in Abuja? You want to start off, Deputy Director?
Thank you very much. And I must say that over a year, there are different challenges in achieving the set goal which you have enunciated. Yes, but from individual point of view, you find out that certain people, maybe ignorantly, maybe lack of understanding how important living with nature is, especially the trees. I can tell you there was a research, I can't quote it correctly, that it takes about 90 trees to sustain individual life. And this is very important. And we need to understand it that just like you have life, these trees, they have life. And then in other countries, they value these trees and they sanction, maximum sanction on people who destroyed all these trees, because they spend money and budget to sustain all these trees. But over here in this area, you find out that some people indiscriminately fell trees without permission. It's happening in Abuja, not only individual. We also have organizations, construction companies that don't think that trees are very important to sustaining life on Earth. And that is why all of us are suffering. Global warming, the heat is terrible now. And we are asking people, please do not fell trees. Please plant trees. Tree is life. And as we continue to sensitize people, as we continue to take up this challenge, to let people know as much as we can the importance of living in harmony with all this nature, and it will help us. So this is one. Two is the construction companies. Sometimes we find out construction companies will go down without taking adequate census of the trees that are within their construction area. The park policy 2019 specify that if you are to remove trees, you must make plan to plant. If you remove one, you plant two.
Exactly.
And even also the developer, individual developers in development that obtain approval from development control, supposed to take permission. There's park policy, I can cite it now, that before you remove trees, you have to get what is called clearance permit.
Exactly.
These clearance permits involve invitation of professionals from Parks and Recreation to look at your design, look at your site plan, and be able to advise you on the trees that are going to conflict with your development, and the ones that are won't conflict with your development, you allow it be.
Yeah.
Some of these trees are 15 years, 30 years, 50 years. We can't just produce them. They are very important to life. So those issues, when we don't comply with the policy and all this laid down guideline and process, there are challenges we face. Then the other challenges we face is that people, villagers, they read out these trees for charcoal. Just charcoal, for charcoal purposes, which there's obvious alternative to this, producing the energy they need. And they cut it down, some they sell it as charcoal, some they do. All these things, accumulation, affect the quantity of trees we have. So it's both individuals and people and organizations that also are part of the challenges we have.
Yeah, that leads me to the next question related to what you've just said. We are saying that individuals and construction companies are supposed to obtain clearance permit to remove trees in their
It's in the
areas or in
policy.
their site of development.
That's correct.
Where they don't do this and they fell tree indiscriminately, are there consequences?
Yes, the policy provide for adequate sanction to this. Anybody or individual construction company that remove a tree without permission, the sanction is 100,000 naira.
Is this being enforced?
Yes, we enforce it. We issue different sanctions and all the abatements to all these individuals. Some of them we take them to mobile courts, APP mobile court. We lock them up sometimes. We lock them up until they pay, and also until certain conditions were met. Or you of course, we sometimes give them places to plant trees to ameliorate for their whatever they did to the environment. We do that, sir.
Okay, let's go to some quantities. Dr. No,
Yeah.
can you estimate the current population of Abuja city, so to say, as it is today? Rough estimate. I know it can be exact.
Yeah, I can try.
Let's take Abuja metropolis.
In terms of population,
Yes.
there are a couple of studies that are still ongoing.
How many millions do we have today?
I don't want to be specific.
I'm asking this. You know why? Because in his previous answer, he
Yeah.
did say that we require 90 trees to sustain an individual life. So if we know the estimated population of FCT,
Then
for instance,
we can
you now multiply by 90 to enable us know the number of trees that are required to actually make it a green and garden city.
Yeah, you know,
so that's why I'm asking
Okay,
that
fine.
question.
The bottom line is to create a green city takes a lot. That's just the bottom line. And the importance of a green city is something that also it's not it's something that it's encompassing, and so it takes a whole lot of the entire what you call forestation, what you call urban forestation, or what you could say a lot of trees to sustain just an individual, or to sustain just a life, or sustain just a district. So the bottom line there is we need these green areas, we need these trees, and the more we have these trees, the more they now become the lungs for the city. They become the kidneys of the city. Through these trees, we can breathe in, we can breathe better oxygen and all that. So it's fundamental that we underscore that these trees are very important. I think that's where the director is trying to hammer on. So whether we relate it in terms of population or not, it's fundamental that these trees, one, are maintained. It's fundamental that we also have a census of these trees, whether on the base of neighborhood, on the base of districts. If you pick a neighborhood, how many trees?